It wasn't just a roster move. It wasn't a typical offseason tweak. What the Dolphins did to their safety room this spring. It was a gut check, a reshaping, maybe even an act of desperation. And you can feel it, because when Javon Holland walked and Jordan Poyer didn't stick around, something cracked. That steady, seasoned core in the back of the defense gone. What's left? Potential. Maybe. Hope if you squint. And risk. Lots of it. The front office went fast. Too fast maybe. Signed to feed a Melifonwu. Took a flyer on Ashton Davis. And then, without much fanfare, drafted Dante Trader Jr. in the 5th round. A 5th rounder. That's not a needle mover. Not supposed to be. But sometimes the plan isn't about making noise. It's about throwing bodies at a problem and praying someone sticks. That's where we are. Melifonwu's resume? Tricky. It flashes, it tempts. That 2023 season in Detroit, he looked like the real thing. A guy who could anchor a secondary, even reshape one. 33 tackles, 3 sacks, 2 picks. But it was over almost before it began. Fast forward to 2024, 3 games. That's it. And when it was time to show he could stay on the field, he couldn't. Detroit cut ties. Miami offered a shot. So now, he's not just trying to start, he's trying to matter again. But this isn't a Melifonwu story. Not really. Because there's this kid, Trader. Dante Trader Jr. 5th round. Maryland. A name most fans didn't recognize when it flashed on the screen. But that's not the point. The point is what he could be. Not what he is now. That part's still fuzzy. And maybe that's what makes it so compelling. You want to talk about traits? Sure. Trader's got them. Athletically, he's built for the chaos. Reads the game like he's seen it before. Fluid enough in coverage, but nasty when he comes downhill. He doesn't jog toward contact, he invites it. And the versatility? It's more than a buzzword. He lined up in the box. He played deep. Slid into the slot. A chess piece. If someone figures out how to use him. He wasn't even supposed to be here, really. The man was a lacrosse phenom. One of the best in the country. Had his whole future mapped out in cleats and a helmet with mesh. But football pulled him in. Gave him something different. Something violent. And at Maryland, he showed he belonged. In 2022, 62 tackles. 5 picks across his career. Those aren't mind-blowing stats, but they're not empty either. They're signs. Of what? We don't know yet. Now the whispers start. Could he actually start? Not eventually. Not next year. Now. That's the thing no one's saying out loud. Melifonwu? Maybe he's not healthy. Maybe the injuries come back. Or the confidence isn't all there. Davis. Solid, but does he change games? If neither hits, who's next? It's Trader. It has to be. But what does that mean for this defense? What does that say about how this team views risk? This isn't a franchise known for letting rookies take the keys. This is a team that tries to plan every move, to minimize chaos. And yet here we are, maybe banking on a 5th rounder no one saw coming. You start connecting dots. It gets messy. NFL.com isn't impressed. They think he's a backup at best. Special teams glue guy. Maybe they're right. But Bleacher Report's out here, whispering about starter potential. Someone's off. Someone's wrong. There's no middle ground here. If Trader hits, he hits hard. If he doesn't, he disappears. That's the life of a late-round safety trying to break into a defense full of expectations and fragile stability. He won't get a slow ramp. He'll either be thrown into the fire or buried under it. And let's not forget the context. This secondary isn't what it was. This isn't a plug-and-play unit. This is a room trying to find itself again. A new voice. A new identity. No Holland. No Poyer. Just gaps. Cracks. And maybe 1 or 2 chances left before things spiral. So Trader waits. Watches. Prepares. Because it's not just about filling a role. It's about stepping into uncertainty and not blinking. That's what this team needs. Someone who doesn't flinch when the spotlight hits. Someone who hears the doubt and doesn't quiet it, proves it wrong. And somewhere in the building, the coaching staff knows it too. They won't say it out loud, but they feel it. Trader's there. He's watching every rep. He's studying every shift. He's thinking one thing, be ready. Because when the moment comes, and it will, He either changes this defense or becomes another name you forget before the season ends. So don't brush this off. Don't think this is just a depth piece trying to get through training camp. This is a test. For Trader. For the secondary. For a front office that decided to gamble when it could have played it safe. Will it work? No one knows. That's the truth. But in a room full of maybes and might-be's, Dante Trader Jr. is standing still, calm in the storm. And that might be exactly what this defense needs.